You've always loved me like no one else could, and you still love me like I've never been loved before. In return, I promise to make your happiness my top priority for the rest of my life. I promise to never stop loving you, and to you, I vow my last breath. My world was so empty and dark that it all seemed so meaningless to me. But when I met you, suddenly it felt like the sky over me has lightened up by 1,000 stars. I love you. I want to be the reason you feel loved, the reason your heart beats, and the reason why you fall asleep with a smile on your face. You're the queen of the kingdom of my heart, as you rule my heart, my life, and my world with your care and love. With you, my life is full of adventures and expectancies, and my heart is always and forever filled with gratitude, love, and happiness. I love you so much, sweetheart. You've always loved me like no one else could, and you still love me like I've never been loved before. In return, I promise to make your happiness my top priority for the rest of my life. I promise to never stop loving you, and to you, I vow my last breath. My knight in shining armor. Thank you for always having my back. I promise to always return the favor. Your voice is my favorite sound, and your smile is my favorite sight. I love you so much. To the very special man who puts up with everything and still manages to make me laugh, thank you for being you. If life is a game, then you're the only teammate I need. You are the most amazing man I have ever known, and I can't believe that I'm the one who got you. Missing your handsome face already and counting down the minutes until we're together again. I appreciate you and the fact that you kill all the bugs in our house, so I don't have to. Love you. You make me feel like the most special woman on earth. I am so lucky to love you. Baby, you are the man of my dreams. My whole world feels bigger and more beautiful because you're in it. There is no one as kind, smart, witty, and handsome as you. I am incredibly grateful to call you mine. You make me feel so alive. A million thanks to the most amazing man I know. I've been waiting for a man like you all my life. I love you with every piece of my heart. A million kisses to the most amazing man I know. To find love is to find joy, peace, and happiness. All these have existed in my life ever since you became my partner. I cannot think of any better way to spend my life than with you at my side. How lucky am I to have fallen in love with my best friend. Thank you for being mine. When I think of someone irreplaceable, you come to mind. You have no replica, you cannot be cloned. There's something special about you that makes me want to always choose you as my own. You're the only diamond for me. No matter how dark it may be, your stars will only scintillate the more. I love you more than the sky loves the stars for beautifying it. I'll travel the world just to find the best things of life for you. You deserve my sweat, tears, and love. I don't mind crying the sweet tears of love for you. I don't mind sharing a million smiles with you. My laughter is real because it comes from the depth of my soul. You're the reason behind my ecstasy. I love you, my darling. For you bring stability into my world. And your words are serenity for my troubled soul. I've found peace just gazing into your eyes. Hence, desperately, I plea, do not look away from me, my darling. Take my mind away from all the worries. Set your eyes upon me back when I gaze. Make the earth testify of our love, cause I'll do the same with all my strength. This love is incomparable, for it is in the deepest part of my heart and present in the shallowest if you want to see. Feed me with your love till I drown, sink me in your kisses cause I can't get them enough. I'll love you with my words and actions, do not think I'll leave any stone unturned. My jaw drops in awe whenever you kiss me as though you cannot let me go. I love the look in your eyes as you reach out to touch me. It looks so divine. My baby, no matter how far we go, my love for you will never grow old but remain ageless and fine. The most exceptional quality about me is that I am able to love you without holding back anything at all. I'm ready to let everything go just to satisfy you. My pride is in you. My wealth is for you to harness. I am all yours in every sense of it. The day I discovered you was the day I discovered a treasure chest. You're precious than any earthly gem. Calling you mine makes me feel so fulfilled and happy. You have made me a happy person in life, and that's all I have always wished to have. Sweetheart, I want you to know that your love is the best thing that has ever happened to me, and it's the very thing I dream about whenever I'm asleep and think about whenever I'm awake. There's no sinkhole minute I go through without thoughts of you crossing my mind, all because you're the most special person in my life. I love you really much, dear. I smile while going through each day because I have a loving and caring person like you to call mine. Indeed, being in this relationship with you has taught me a lot of things I wouldn't have learnt easily from anyone else. You have captured my heart, so much that there's nothing I do without having you in mine. Here's one thing I have to tell you, that my love for you will always grow as each minute passes by. You're my most favorite person, and I'll always love you with everything I have. I heart you so much, honey. This relationship is one blessing that I count twice. Truly, I have always wished to have someone to call mine, and that person I have seen in you. You have taken my heart, so much that I have come to realize that we were created to love each other. I wish I had met you earlier in life, because life itself became more colorful the very moment I met you. I can't find the perfect words to express my sincere feelings to you. I just want you to know that I love you beyond human comprehension, simply because you are the best I have seen more than a million persons, yet none can be compared to how caring and loving you are. Even in your imperfection, I see someone who is perfect, all because my love for you sees the good in you. Here's a message from the depth of my heart, just to let you know that no matter how rough and tough things go, you'll always own my heart. Words alone cannot paint the depth of my love for you, all because you're the most amazing person I have ever met. I love you so much, baby. Stopped asking Allah for peace and joy when I met you because I realized you are my answered prayer. Joy and peace in you, sweetheart. I was told that love is an illusion. I held onto those lies for years, but when I saw you, I knew what I felt was real. I love you then, and I love you now. Deep love messages for her happiness can't be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or absorbed. Satisfaction is the spiritual experience of living every minute, with love, grace, and gratitude. For her the very first time I laid my eyes on you, I was amazed by your princess-like beauty and aura. Now, I'm happy to be able to call you my girl. My life is filled with feelings of love. Stopped asking God for peace and joy when I met you because I realized you are my answered prayer. Joy and peace in you, sweetheart. I was told that love is an illusion. I held onto those lies for years, but when I saw you, I knew what I felt was real. I love you then, and I love you now. For her happiness can't be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or absorbed. Satisfaction is the spiritual experience of living every minute, with love, grace, and gratitude. For her the very first time I laid my eyes on you, I was amazed by your princess-like beauty and aura. Now, I'm happy to be able to call you my girl. My life is filled with feelings of love. Stopped asking God for peace and joy when I met you because I realized you are my answered prayer. Joy and peace in you, sweetheart. I was told that love is an illusion. I held onto those lies for years, but when I saw you, I knew what I felt was real. I love you then, and I love you. Happiness can't be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or absorbed. Satisfaction is the spiritual experience of living every minute, with love, grace, and gratitude. The very first time I laid my eyes on you, I was amazed by your princess-like beauty and aura. Now, I'm happy to be able to call you my girl. My life is filled with feelings of love. You.
Love is blind is a phrase that has been immortalized in literature, music, and conversation for centuries. It conveys the idea that when one is in love, they often overlook or ignore the flaws, imperfections, and differences in the person they love. The adage implies that love transcends external appearances, personal shortcomings, and even societal norms. When someone falls in love, they often experience a whirlwind of emotions that can blur their perceptions. The person they are drawn to becomes the center of their world, and everything else fades into the background. This intense focus can lead them to see only the positive aspects of their partner, disregarding any negative traits or potential red flags. In this state, love becomes a powerful force that drives decisions and actions. The concept of love is blind can manifest in various ways. For instance, a person might fall in love with someone who is very different from them in terms of background, culture, or values, yet they may not see these differences as obstacles. Instead, they are drawn to the qualities that resonate with them, such as kindness, humor, or intelligence, and these qualities can overshadow any disparities. Love's blindness can also be seen in the way people excuse or rationalize their partner's behavior. When in love, individuals may overlook certain actions or habits that they might otherwise find intolerable in someone else. This tendency to forgive and forget is often fueled by the desire to maintain the relationship and the belief that their partner can change for the better. On the flip side, the phrase, "love is blind," can also have a negative connotation. It can suggest that being blinded by love might lead to poor judgment and decision-making. For example, someone might stay in a toxic or abusive relationship because they are unable to see the harm being done or because they believe their love can change the situation. In such cases, love's blindness can be dangerous and detrimental to a person's well-being. Despite its complexities, the blindness of love is not always a negative phenomenon. It can also be a source of strength and resilience in a relationship. By seeing only the best in their partner, individuals can cultivate a sense of loyalty and commitment that allows them to weather life's challenges together. In this way, love's blindness can serve as a foundation for long-lasting, enduring relationships. In conclusion, love is blind is a multifaceted feeling that can bring both joy and pain. It represents the power of love to transcend differences and imperfections, but it also cautions us about the potential pitfalls of overlooking important aspects of a relationship. Ultimately, the phrase serves as a reminder that love is a complex emotion that requires balance, awareness, and sometimes, a little wisdom to navigate successfully.
Going through a single day without seeing your beautiful face makes me feel very bad. Your smile is the very thing that lightens up even my darkest day. All I want is for you to always be with me, because of how much I think about you. I love you really much, baby. My life has become a better one all because of your presence. Sincerely, you have made me learn so many things, and I'm still grateful for everything. I heart you really much, baby. Having a loving and caring boyfriend like you gives me so much happiness. You're the most perfect creature I have ever seen, and I will always hold you, dear. I heart you so much, baby. My love for you grows on a per-second basis, and that's because you're one of the best persons in the world to me. You're just the perfect definition of a life partner, and I will do a lot to keep you happy. I love you, sweetheart. Here's a message from the depth of my heart, just to let you know that I will keep loving you more anytime else. You're just too amazing, and I love you more, honey. There's no single thing that can be compared to the love I have for you. Amongst a million persons, I'll always choose to be with you. You're really the best, dear. I love you from the very depth of my heart. Calling you mine makes me feel so blessed that I do not think about any other disappointment. You have helped me to grow into the person I am today, and there's nothing I can do than thank you. I love you really much, sweetheart. A lady like you deserves to be celebrated every day. You have not just been a girlfriend, but one person that is more like a support system and an advisor. Your kind is very rare in a world like ours. I love you really much, baby. Words alone are not enough to express my sincere feelings to you. I feel so happy whenever I see your cute and gentle face. Indeed, you're the guy the first have always wished to have in my life, and I will always hold you, dear. I love you. Calling you mine makes me feel so happy. There are many persons in the world, yet there's none that can ever replace you in my whole heart. I love you really much, sweetheart. Whenever I look at you, I feel so happy and lucky. Many persons are out there, wishing to ever have someone that is as loving as you. But here I am, calling you mine. You are the very key to my happiness, dear. I love you. I can't ever go through an hour without thinking about the beautiful things we share. You're one person that has affected my life positively than anyone else has ever done. You're very special to my heart, honey. I love you really much. If I had the opportunity to choose among a million persons, I'll still choose you. You're the very person that has captured my heart. I really love you so much.
Love is indeed a complex and multifaceted phenomenon, encompassing a wide range of emotions, behaviors, and experiences. It's often said that love is what makes the world go round, and throughout history, countless poets, philosophers, and thinkers have attempted to capture its essence in words. However, despite our collective efforts to define and understand love, it remains elusive and mysterious, perhaps because it manifests differently for each individual and in various contexts. At its core, love can be seen as a deep emotional bond between two or more people, characterized by feelings of affection, attachment, and care. It can take many forms, from the passionate romantic love celebrated in literature and media to the unconditional love between parents and children, the camaraderie among friends, or the altruistic love for humanity as a whole. Love can also extend beyond human relationships to encompass our connection with nature, animals, or even abstract concepts like art or spirituality. One of the most fascinating aspects of love is its ability to transcend boundaries and defy logic. Love often leads us to act in ways that may seem irrational or inexplicable to outsiders, yet make perfect sense to those experiencing it. It can inspire acts of selflessness, sacrifice, and bravery, as well as bring immense joy, fulfillment, and meaning to our lives. However, love is not always easy or straightforward. It can also be fraught with challenges, conflicts, and heartache. Jealousy, insecurity, and fear of rejection are just some of the emotions that can accompany love, leading to misunderstandings and hurt feelings. Moreover, the very intensity of love can make us vulnerable to pain and disappointment, especially when our expectations are not met or when relationships come to an end. Despite its complexities and occasional hardships, love remains a fundamental aspect of the human experience, shaping our identities, influencing our decisions, and enriching our lives in profound ways. It is a force that transcends time and space, capable of bridging differences, healing wounds, and inspiring acts of compassion and kindness. In the realm of psychology, love has been the subject of extensive study and debate, with researchers seeking to understand its neurological, physiological, and sociocultural underpinnings. Studies have shown that love activates various regions of the brain associated with pleasure, reward, and attachment, releasing a cocktail of neurotransmitters such as dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin that contribute to feelings of bonding and well-being. From an evolutionary perspective, love is believed to have